Are you not tired of standing for nothing, of falling for everything, of walking the 100 miles in Mary Oliver's poem, suffering, repenting on the soft of your knees, of making men your center, of only reaching for pleasure, of fighting yourself, of fooling yourself, of blaming everyone else, of envy eating your insides, of your work being worthless, of affirmation without action, of changing your bio before your behavior, of posting a selfie, of posting a self-care quote, of counting the likes, of refreshing the likes, of hiding the likes, of praying they call you pretty, of weaponizing vulnerability, of pretending the mask will last, of pretending bridges built by aesthetic will hold, of claiming you want legacy, of claiming you want community, of claiming you want accountability, of claiming you care, of laughing when they say laugh, of clapping when they say clap, of denying the dark, of never questioning, of rarely reciprocating, of being terrified to stumble, of being terrified to try, of doing the same goddamn thing over and over, hoping, expecting, demanding different result. Are you not tired?